Welcome to Bear Download. I'm Rich Campbell along with Dan Wiederer here at Hallis Hall on Thursday. Bears getting ready to play the Minnesota Vikings. Dan, Bears offense has been as bad as the defense.
Yeah.
Nothing going. They came out of the bye week attempting to establish a run-pass balance. They did not achieve against Green Bay. What do you think they need to do to get it rolling on Sunday?
I mean, the greatest question that there is here at Hallis Hall right now is why is the offense so unproductive? You look back at the first half of the last 3 games, all losses, and the Bears have had 18 possessions and scored 7 points.
That's bad.
Clearly, they have more talent on this team than 7 points on 18 possessions. Asked a bunch of guys today, what's going wrong? And Aaron Cromer, I think, had the most interesting answer when he just talked about the snowball effect, that these failures have sort of, one guy makes an error, then the next guy makes an error, and then it becomes a crisis in confidence, and these things just start to snowball in the wrong direction, and you lose sort of the rhythm and the assertiveness you have as an offense. The belief around the locker room and in the coaching staff is if you can just have a couple successful drives in a row, maybe this thing can snowball in the other direction. I think that's what they're going to have to look to do against the Vikings defense that will bring some pressure and force Jay Cutler to make quick throws and right decisions.
Yeah, no easy task. The Vikings are the best team in the NFL, sack percentage, sacks per pass attempt. Everson Griffin is having a great season now that Jared Allen has moved on to the Bears. They're going to have to protect, and the Bears are dealing with some of their own issues on the offensive line. Jordan Mills dealing with the rib injury, and so the shuffle continues there.
Yeah, and the Bears don't want to come out and say that lack of sort of continuity and understanding on the offensive line has hurt them. They've shuffled a lot of pieces around this season, and certainly that's one factor in some of the struggles they've had.
No question.
And Jay Cutler was asked if he trusts the guys he has in front of him, and he says he has to. Now, whether he truly believes that when he drops back to pass and whether he says it at a podium on Thursday are two different things. So we'll see what happens when they're faced with a lot of different looks. The Vikings bring a lot of different fronts, and they'll bring their 2 linebackers into the A-gap and make you try to figure out who's blitzing, who's dropping into coverage. And you got to, Jay said today, basically pick a side and know where you're going with the football and get rid of it quickly so you're not standing back there and getting teed off on all day.
Yeah, and one thing the Bears can look at is last year's season opener against Cincinnati. Mike Zimmer was the coordinator of that Bengals defense, and the Bears win, and the Bears obviously face the Vikings' first-year head coach on Sunday.
Yeah, and if, as we expect, Marquise Wilson is activated and ready to go on Sunday, I think the Bears feel like they can get some new energy out of a guy who's obviously been itching to get back on the field. He can only help this offense. Jay talked about him being a more fluid route runner than some of the other guys in this offense, and that may be just a little bit of a boost that they need to get things rolling.
It'll be interesting to see. All right, for Dan Wiederer, I'm Rich Campbell, and that'll do it for this edition of Bear Download.